Once upon a time, deep in the mountains, there lived two old men, each with an enormous lump on their face. The first old man was good-natured and lived a happy life. He worked hard in his fields without complaining, and always seemed to find the bright side of every situation. The other man, however, was quite the opposite. He hated farming, he hated his lump, and he was cruel to people because he was so unhappy. The happy man was also pious and would go to the temple to pray every day. On this particular day, he got carried away and prayed until it got dark. Not wanting to travel back home at night, he spent the night in the temple. While he was sleeping, a bright light came from outside and flooded the room. He woke up startled and couldn't believe his eyes when a group of Oni walked through the door shouting and making loud noises. Terrified, the old man hid under a blanket in the corner. But it turns out the loud noises were music and the Oni were shouting out jokes to each other. They were having a party. The Oni continued having their fun until one noticed the blanket in the corner. They moved over and pulled the blanket off, revealing the startled old man. The Oni were excited at having a new guest and asked him to dance for them. The man was nervous at first, but then remembered a dance he used to do all the time as a child. As he went through the movements, he began to relax. And after a few minutes, he was even having fun. The Oni cheered on the man, finding his dance entertaining. The old man also incorporated his lump into the dance and would swing it around enthusiastically, much to the delight of the laughing Oni. They all had a great time together and partied throughout the night. When morning came, it was time for the Oni to leave. But before they left, they decided to help out the old man. So, they took the lump off his face, and then flew far away on a cloud. The old man ran back home as fast as he could, overjoyed at what had happened. He told his neighbor the story, causing the neighbor to run towards the temple, hoping he could do the same thing as the old man. He sat outside the temple for hours, just waiting for the sun to go down. Instead of praying, he just complained about how slowly time was passing. When night finally came, he moved inside to sleep. Just like before, the Oni came again. They started their party and asked the man to dance for them. The man was terrified. He couldn't dance. He'd look like a fool. In his entire life, he had never enjoyed dancing. But he wanted more than anything to have a smooth face, so he awkwardly made a few movements in hopes the Oni would see it as a dance. The Oni were not satisfied, but this didn't deter the man. He still decided to ask them to remove his lump. Angry at the man's request, the Oni decided to do the opposite. He took the lump he removed from the night before and put it on the man's other cheek. The man screamed and ran off into the night. His situation, now twice as bad as before. Heyo, this is Wataguma. If you liked this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.